Hey everybody, and now for the rest of the story. Rogue real estate representatives who competed against the villages have been ordered to pay $603,700 in damages to their former boss. Judge James Moody Jr. has also ruled that Jason Krantz, Christopher Day, Angela Krantz, Annette Elliott, Angie Taylor, and KD Premium Realty are enjoined from doing business as real estate brokers or agents in the villages for a period of 18 months beginning June 1st. The ruling was announced Friday after a 5-day trial earlier this month in federal court in Tampa. It is a major victory for the villages, which claimed the former sales representatives were in violation of independent contractor agreements that included non-compete clauses. The judge also denied the former sales representatives' claims that they were owed overtime compensation. They had argued that they were treated more like employees than independent contractors. Day and Krantz sent bombshell emails to the entire property of the village's sales force on December 16, 2019, announcing their abrupt departure from the powerful sales arms of Florida's friendliest hometown. When Vice President of Sales Jennifer Parr took the witness stand earlier this month, she admitted that she had been caught off guard by the sudden departure of two of her top salesmen, both of whom were earning in the neighborhood of $500,000 per year, according to their own testimony. Day and Krantz admitted they had taken customer lists and other information that they left property of the villages. Both downplayed it and said what they took was out of date and not valuable. The judge has ordered them to return the information to property of the villages by June 1st, but he also gave them until June 1st as a wind-down period to cease their real estate activities in the villages. The judge also ruled that information contained in properties of the villages computer system, the AS400, constitute a trade secret. It is compilation, program, and process that derives independent economic value not readily ascertained by outside persons and created by efforts that are reasonable under the circumstances to maintain its secrecy. It contains valuable confidential business information about POVs, customers, and constitutes customer goodwill concerning a specific geographic location, trademark, and extraordinary specialized training. POV maintains this information to follow its customers, buyers of homes in the villages, by multiple times. By treating them as lifelong customers, POV has retained 55% of the original resales market, Judge wrote in his decision. Properties of the villages had hired high-powered litigators John Luro, whose legal expertise has been called upon for an on-air appearance on Fox News. Luro shredded Day and Krantz on the stand, unearthing everything from the embarrassing frat boy scrape with the law to a devastating bankruptcy. He also picked at possible marital miscommunication between Jason and Angela Krantz, forcing the admission that Mrs. Krantz was not fully in the loop before December 16th. Point of no return email was sent by her husband. Angela Krantz said she had hoped to maintain her position at Property of the Villages, where she earned $130,000 in her second year as a sales representative, while her husband birthed his new competing business. Laura also came to court armed with numerous exhibits, including several email messages from Day and Krantz, in which they praised Parr, her family's vision, and told of how fortunate they felt to be cog in a wheel of the villages. The judge offered a formula for the amount of damages awarded to Property of the Villages. POV placed into evidence a sales list made by defendants since leaving. It removed the 3 properties owned individually by a defendant and calculated the lost commissions. The amount was multiplied by POV's 55% market share of home resales, giving a resulting total of $603,700.36. The court concluded that is an appropriate measure of damages, Judge Moody. He is the father of Attorney General Ashley Moody. Laurel had claimed the villages suffered $1.12 million in lost commissions due to KD Premier Realty. Day and Krantz and the others who left Property of the Villages to join the Rebel real estate firm were represented by attorney Jonathan Pollard of Fort Lauderdale. Former Properties of the Villages sales representative Cynthia Hughes settled in the case days before the trial. She agreed to pay Property of the Villages $5,000 for her attorney fees. Former salesperson Kelly Ellie Shipes also settled before the trial started. She did not pay any attorney fees, but like Hughes, agreed not to sell real estate in the Villages for 18 months. Both Hughes and Shipes had to follow Dan Krantz to KD Premier Realty, and that's the end of the story. So the Villages won a major lawsuit. KD Realty, as a company, lost big time. That's going to be a big check to write, and that doesn't include their attorney fees either. That's going to be another big check to write. So there you are. There's the conclusion of it. I don't know if you saw it coming or not. I was on both sides of the fence. I could see both sides, but there again, we're not into court. We don't actually see the evidence or anything like that. So did it come out the way you thought it was going to? Comment below. Let us know what you thought. That's the end of it. So there you go. I'll see you guys on the other side.